What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your host, AirsoftAl coming at you live from the YouTube channel here in my fortified bunker in the middle of the goddamn wasteland. So, grab your buckets of bottle caps and your stim packs, because here comes a review.
Whoa. Are all those bottle caps yours?
Yes, this is my buckets of bottle caps.
Well, in that case, give me all your fucking caps! Before I bash your fucking skull in!
Gas Mask Man, what's your allegiance?
Well, Kaiser, of course.
Oh, well, that makes this all that much more easier then.
Make what easy?
Woohoo! Level up!
Settle down where pretty girls are. Well, you know that I'm around. I kiss them.
You couldn't guess from the intro and from that little skit right there. Yes, this revolver, I finally found out, is kind of modeled after the 44 Magnum in Fallout 3 and New Vegas and the Mysterious Strangers revolver. Oh yes. But in actuality, this revolver is the Blackops Ignite CO2 revolver. Now, I know a lot of you might have your differences about Black Ops or the revolvers, but please hear me out. This is actually a snub-nosed version of the Dan Wesson revolver. It can accept Dan Wesson shells and all that good jazz. And the FPS with the .2 is about 480. So it's an outdoor-only gun, unless, of course, you swap out the stock shells it comes with, like the high-power shells it comes with the low-power shells, which then it will be acceptable with at your local CQB field. I use this greatly on the field, and I love it to death. I love it. Either way, though, what about this gun says it's worth the $80? Yes, $80. However, back in the day when it was in Walmart, it was $60. However, after that kid got shot in the eye and you can't find these on the shelves anymore. But I will go over the features. The features on itself is that this is removable, of course, so you can remove this and probably JB weld on a nice little threaded adapter on there, so you can put a suppressor or whatever you. This whole front part here is removable, so you can put on a longer barrel. And the trigger pull, while yes, a bit heavy on the initial double action, it's not that heavy. You can actually do it relatively fast. It's not like a half pound or what have you. It's just a simple pull. But of course, the single action, not that bad. And of course, if you're good enough, you can do the slam, you can do the fan fire. Now, I wouldn't recommend that because it will hurt your hand a bit. Now, the construction of the revolver is all metal. It's good, it's heavy, it's durable. It takes CO2 in the grip. It is, the grip itself is actually very comfortable, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty comfy grip. And outside of that, it has that nice chrome look finish to it that I love. Now, the only difference is that this does come with a tack rail on top, so you can kind of do that Mad Max thing of putting a giant fucking scope on top and just sitting there and sniping people. But if you don't want the tack rail, no worries. It is removable, thankfully enough. And the sight back here is adjustable for wind and elevation, which you're going to want to do if you're going to try and take the shots, pot shots at 100 feet. Because the distance on this, effectively, is 80 feet. Now, you can take it back to 100 feet and attempt those shots. But granted, I was using .2s, and that's all I can afford, .2s, so at effect, with .2 gram BBs, with a CO2, with a full CO2 charge, it is roughly 80-foot effectiveness. 100 feet, on the other hand, they're going to be going all over the damn place until I get .25s or .28s. And even then, that's going to drop the FPS off a little bit. So yes, you can use heavier BBs in this revolver to drop the FPS. But once again, 480 FPS, it's an outdoor-only gun. Unless, of course, you got that field that allows you to use these in CQB, which is whatever, really. Now, the $80 price tag is going to push some people off, but that's really about it. However, I do have some gripes about the gun, but not until we get to the combat footage. Roll it!
With that said, though, I will admit that the revolver itself is very good. However, there are problems. Don't get me wrong. The only real problem I had that is with the revolver is it's very front heavy, which means if you do not grip the revolver good enough or you do not have it level enough, the front of the gun will cause you to miss aim and probably miss your target. Overall, with that said, I will give the revolver this. It's good for the price. $80 for this type of revolver is definitely nice. And if you want a snub-nosed Dan Wesson style revolver, the Blackops Ignite revolver is definitely your go. And the fact that it is cross-compatible with ASG low-power shells is definitely a plus as well. So with that said, what score does this gun get? Well, it doesn't get my highest score, but it does get a good, solid 9 out of 10. A must-own. And if you want one yourself, go down to the description down below to an Amazon link to buy this gun. And as always, I've been AirsoftAl, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time.